So, there's going to be 2 videos on this subject uploaded. One is going to be this video. This is a non-spoiler review for the new Strangers movie. They should have. Let's not put that title on that. This is not a Strangers movie. Yeah. Anyways, and then there's going to be another one with a link somewhere, probably at the end of the video or right now, if I can figure out how to do it, where it's going to be a spoiler review. So if you want spoilers, click that one. If you don't want spoilers, stay right here. Because we're going to try hard not to spoil anything important. I went into this movie being a huge fan of the first one.
It's a good movie.
It's one of my favorite horror movies because it's done so differently. Now, with this movie, they decided, let's just throw that out the window.
Make a bad slasher movie.
Yeah, and I want to say nice things about this movie because it's a Strangers movie, but I don't have much good to say.
It was pretty bad. It's not really scary.
It's got its jump scares, but they're all really kind of shitty. There's a few that got me, and I'm like, oh, why'd that get me? Why'd that get me? I think it's just because I came in with so much suspense, because the first one didn't have that many jump scares.
It was mostly just, like, suspense and, like, terrifying things.
Like, I would generally was... Okay, hold on. When we first watched the first one, we were... I think I was 13 when I came out. We could not sit in the house by ourselves for at least a week or two after that. That movie was so good.
Horrifying.
It was so scary. And then this one, I just don't care.
Nah.
I mean, okay.
None of the characters were likable, and...
That's the biggest problem with me. In the first movie, the 2 characters you actually get in the movie, you generally cared about, and they were good written characters. And you felt bad for them as things were happening. This movie, I didn't give a fuck.
They all make stupid decisions, as usual, in horror movies.
Okay. Running down the 4 main characters, we have the 2 parents and the 2 children. I mean, they're not children. They're like 18 and 16, but still. I hate the father. I think he's one of the worst actors I've ever seen.
I seriously in this movie.
Yeah, I've never seen him in anything else, so I wouldn't know. He looks like a rejected Matthew McConaughey. He kind of talks like it too. Like he's really trying to be Matthew McConaughey in this movie, and it's not working.
Dude's a good actor.
McConaughey is, yes.
Yeah,
not a dude trying to be Matthew McConaughey.
Right. He's not doing a good job at it.
And then the mom, I know her from something. I can't think of what it is, though.
She was in Firefly.
Was it? No, there's something more recent that she was in. I can't think of what it was.
She's in Mad Men.
Yeah, maybe it's... I don't know. I haven't watched much Mad Men.
I don't know. Things that I don't know.
She was alright the couple scenes that she really got to do anything, but other than that, no. She had nothing stand out. The brother was alright. I mean, he has some... Later in the movie, he kind of has some good scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Which that'll be in the spoiler review when I talk about that. Just, those scenes are actually the better ones in the movie. The daughter is just... God.
Meh, I'm emo.
Oh, the whole movie. The whole first, chunk of the movie is just blah, 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 teenage angst. And I'm usually one for teenage angst in movies. I'm cool with it. I like those kinds of movies usually. I like a lot of indie films and stuff like that, and a lot of indie films have a lot of those kinds of scenes. But then this movie just... Dear God, this girl stressed me out. And she screamed way too much.
I mean, under the circumstances, makes sense.
Anyways.
That's pretty much it. It was just kind of bad. Not much left to say.
I mean, the 3 killers come back and...
Yeah, they're cool for the most part. I liked them in the first movie. They were pretty much the same.
Yeah, just... I don't know, something off. There was something so off about them in this movie.
Not as scary.
They didn't follow around. They didn't... I don't
know.
know.
Follow them around. They just... There's no tension anywhere.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem with this movie. The suspension is what made the first movie so good. And this movie, between not having likable characters that I care about, and then taking out that suspense...
And the first one took place in one house. This one takes place in a bigger area.
Yeah.
Which the way they laid out the area didn't make any sense.
There's a lot. That's another thing. I'll say this now. It's not really a spoiler. But there are so many scenes where the walking they're doing and like the directions, shit like that. I'll get more in depth with it in the spoiler one. But that makes no sense. None of it. None of their directional senses. I don't know how to even describe this. Like, maybe it's just bad editing and bad trimming on scenes that caused it. It's one or the other, but it makes no sense. They fucking... Whoever did all that for this movie needs to not have a job. They just need to not work because they're not good at what they do, clearly, at all. Anyways, though, I mean, what could I give this movie? Like, it has its decent scenes, but at best, I'd probably give this movie, like...
3, 4, maybe.
Yeah, like 3 scary masks out of 10.
That's a good one, yeah.
3 scary masks out of 10.
I'd say that's about right.
It just...
It's really just disappointing coming off the first one being so good. But that was what?
That was at least 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
I think it was 2008 or 9. It's about 10 years ago now. That makes me feel old.
They just shouldn't have made a sequel.
I don't even think this was supposed to be... I really, honestly want to go back and look up this movie.
We don't know what it is. It could have been...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Welcome back.
Yeah,
Cameron almost spoiled the biggest part of the movie.
Almost.
No, he did. He did, but I'll fix it. So there's a weird edit. You'll understand why in a minute.
Bad at,
and anyways, like we were saying...
What were we saying before I did the thing?
We were talking about, let's see, we gave it 3 scary masks out of 10, and then...
I think that's about it.
Oh, there was something else. Oh, the general, like, if this is a sequel or not, which we know it's definitely a sequel. I want to go back when they were working on this movie and find out if they had intended for it to always be a Strangers movie. Because since it doesn't feel like one, and I didn't even know this movie was coming out until like 2 months ago. I really think,
out of nowhere.
Yeah, I really think that this was not originally a Strangers movie. I think it was originally just a normal, what's it called?
Movie.
Yeah, just a slasher movie with non-known characters. But they changed it, added the Stranger characters in, and put the Stranger's title on it to make more money. I really think that's what happened because this did not feel like a Strangers movie whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I think it's about where we'll wrap this one up. You're about to see, if you click somewhere in here, you're going to see that spoiler one, which you're going to want to watch because it's going to be a lot more talking, a lot more bitching from my side because I have so much to talk about, spoiler-wise.
There's a lot of bad.
Yeah, there definitely is in this movie. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, subscribe, please. I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers here. He might not be so excited. He might look a little depressed, but give a depressed boy 50 subs, please.
It'll go a long way. make me feel something in life.
Anyways, though, thanks for watching again. Make sure after you go watch this movie, if you decide to,
or don't.
Probably don't. You could just watch the spoiler review and you'll understand why. But if you do go watch it, after you watch it, click the spoiler review. And if you agree, leave a comment and let us know.
Or disagree.
I would like to see that, because if you disagree and say this movie's good, I want to see some actual...
hard evidence, facts.
I need to see it. Alright, I think that's where we're going to wrap this up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.